Well, hello everyone. My name is George Jackson, and it's a great pleasure to be here in City Park on a wonderful day here in the middle of football season. I certainly want to welcome everyone here, friends, family, honored guests, and national champions to this very special occasion. My honor to be Masters of Ceremonies for today. I certainly bring greetings from the Queen's University Alumni Association, where I'm on the national board there to volunteer. And I don't have to tell any of you that the road to the Vanier Cup, with impressive wins over Western, Laval, and of course over Calgary, the rivalries are strong, aren't they? Certainly rallied the Queen's Nation from coast to coast to coast. And it was a wonderful time for anyone who was wearing tricolor or was associated with the tricolor. And as the former Queen's Gaels football coach legend Frank Tyndall used to say, it's hard to rally around the math class. So thank you for giving us a chance to rally around the national championship and the road to the Vanier Cup. The other reason I'm really honored to be part of this today is way back in 1983, I played in a Vanier Cup against the University of Calgary, and we too were losing at halftime. We battled back, and with 3 minutes left, less than 3 minutes left to go in the game, we actually took the lead. Unfortunately, Calgary had one more drive in them. They went down, scored, and beat us. So it was with your win over the Dinos was, I guess, sweet revenge for me and my teammates, and it was really great to see that happen. Now, speaking of inspiring, we are gathered here and surrounded by another inspiring person and a nation builder, and that's Judge John Matheson. And John's here today with his family to show appreciation for that national championship team, to all the people who are associated with the team, from the coaches to the parents to the players and everyone else, by dedicating this tree. Just a tree. That's pretty darn impressive. That's a great tree. By dedicating this tree in his honor. As you know, the judge has been a huge fan of the Gaels for a long time, and you'll see him at all the home games. When we used to have the quarterback club meetings, he would be down at the quarterback club meetings, get together lunches. It's great to see him. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce him, but also his son and two grandsons. We've got Murdoch, his son, and Ian and Brock, grandsons, that are here with us tonight. So without any further ado, I'll introduce Lord Brown, a great friend, a dear friend of the Mathesons, to say a few words. Thank you very much.
John has asked me to say a few things for him, and I do this with great trepidation, but it is such a wonderful person to be with. And so what he is passing on to you gentlemen is congratulations for the finest, most team-oriented accomplishment that it has no other. It is the pinnacle of the college athletic programs. And John would like to say particularly how you are student athletes. He refers always to you as student athletes, not as footballers. And he is so proud of the way the 2009 Golden Gaels were able to hold Queens up as a pinnacle of what really can be accomplished by a team effort. And when he refers to that, he's not just talking about the players, he's also talking about the coaching staff and all of the efforts they put in, and also the support staff. He would like to thank all of you for the excitement that he gets sitting at the south end in his chair, watching the games, and his enthusiasm is spontaneous. You just have to be there sometimes, and he starts to bang his program on his knee when something goes right. And it's never a complaint when things go wrong. He says, we'll fix that, that'll be fixed. And so he's always positive, and he's always there cheering on the Queen spirit, which is wrapped around this team idea. Now, it's no accident that John picked a maple tree. John has an affinity, as you know, for large red maple leaves. And this one soon will switch, and it will become a red or golden tree. And so therefore, we would say it's a golden tree for the Golden Gaels in a championship and a golden season. And he would like to thank you so much for your efforts and the efforts of the people behind the scenes, whether they're doing the laundry or cleaning the cleats or looking after the playbooks. All of these people made a part of something that worked. And he would also like to thank the athletic department and Leslie and Faye for organizing this event. We really appreciate it. And he would also like to say this on October the 15th, you'll see him down in his spot cheering you on when you get back from your road trip. And he would say one thing: chaos. No swing. Thank you very much.
I think we're going to have Pat, you're going to come up and pull off the cover with John. So we have the sons and grandsons at hand too. Wait,
Sorry. Can you kneel? Can you kneel a little bit?
We got him back up. It'll be a hard one to get him back up. What does it say?
Well, you'll have to come and read it. First of all, I want to provide the judge with a memento hat here, a national championship hat. It's a little sunny out, and I think you need to...
There we go.
Gord, I'd like to present you one for your assistance. Just a few short words. I promise not to be overly verbose here, but I'd like to extend greetings on behalf of the team to everybody who gathered here today. I really appreciate you joining with us to share this moment. It's a pleasure, of course, to remember and to reflect that what was actually achieved here at Queen's in 2009. And it's also a pleasure to share a moment in time to be in the presence of greatness with Judge John Matheson, former MP for Leeds, and that would only be one of his many, many accolades that I'd like to bring forward. Mr. Matheson and I go way back. One of the proudest moments of my high school career was being a senior, being named the recipient of the Matheson Award at Rockville Collegiate in the fall of 1975. I know there are a bunch of you that can't believe that I would have been a high school student that long ago, but it was. And we also had a great friend in common who needs to be mentioned here today, and that's Mr. Hal McCartney, whose presence I very much feel here today, and his contribution to the 09 championship, unfortunately at the end, was posthumous, but it's been understated and not forgotten. And I spent a lot of great moments with Hal McCartney in the 8 years the show that we shared here together at Queen's. And he came to take me for lunch one day, and he was noticeably upset. And of course, Mr. McCartney had a very direct way of operating. He wasn't intimidated by very much, but he was noticeably unnerved. I said, "What's the matter with you? What's going on?" And of course, the name John Matheson came up, and I know I'm probably doing a little whistleblowing here, but the story needs to come out. He says, "John has asked me if I would do him a favor." I said, "Well, you got to do anything for the judge. If he asks, you got to come through." He says, "I know, but He's asked me if I would take him down to Gananoque and go skydiving. I said, what? He said, yeah, skydiving. And he says if I won't do it, he'll find somebody who can. So I would just like to put Gord, the entourage, the members of the family, I'd like to put you on red alert. Okay? The next time that the judge is on an airplane, let's make sure that he has all seatbelts fastened. And if he makes a request to inspect the cargo bay, could we alert security? Okay? Judge, thank you very much for this gesture. You have touched all of us here associated with the Queen's football program. Having a tree dedicated to our efforts is a touch of class that has long been the mantra of Judge Matheson. And knowing the judge as I do, his plan going forward is to keep us all very humble as we work towards our next championship. So you see, part of his plan is having a tree located at the city park can serve a number of purposes. The plaque, of course, unveils the admiration when required, but it's also a not-so-subtle reminder or a target when our play falls below standard. Anybody walking their dog can certainly express how we played on the weekend. So, Judge, good thinking. He does think of everything. To the members of the 2009 team, the players, the coaches, and the staff members who are here, and all of who supported us from the athletics department and the university, I just want you all to know that I continue to get accolades from across the country and around the world for your efforts in that terrific season. You represented your institution and your team in truly great fashion. And I would have to say that was truly your finest hour. Your efforts will not be lost moving forward, and you have left behind a standard for all future teams to climb to. I mean, what an amazing memory. 6 games won by a touchdown, our last 3 games run by a field goal, our last 2 games won by a single point. Nice going. And of course, the character that you displayed to really not fall apart at halftime, to lean on each other and come out there, pull together and win it for the school and for the 1983 guys. We had your back, George, you, Bob Wright, and all the rest of the guys. I know that that was a very emotional moment for Bob Wright and you and your teammates, and we were happy to come through for you all. So in finalizing, I would just like to say, Judge, first class, many thanks. Looking forward to having you with us for many more seasons. Okay? Oh yeah, you'll be around. Okay, this will be the judge's 94th birthday this fall, and I know he'll be around for many, many more. You got to get into triple digits, Judge. Right?
What I'd like to do now, just if I could, Judge, is invite Pat Tracy up. He's the defense coordinator for the Gaels and part of the 2009 team. Pat's presenting the judge a gift on behalf of the 2019. Thank you very much, Coach Tracy.